To move a location on the map, place the cursor over its corresponding marker and press X. Oh, we got war funds. When at a city or castle, select its symbol and pressing X will open a menu displaying various establishments in the location. If you are unsure about what a particular menu option is for, press the select and to view more information about it. Press triangle while on the world map opens the main menu, from which you can access your party roster or save game. Excuse me, I ate some pizza right now, so bleh. The game's various tutorials can also be addressed from the main menu. These tutorials provide in-depth explanation. Yeah, I know. Various aspects of the game. Consult them if you have questions about how to play the game. That's probably what I have to do if I get a specific mechanic that I don't really understand. So I believe this is the same Ivalice map from Final Fantasy XII, in which case I think the north somewhere is supposed to be Dalmasca, but I don't quite remember. I'm gonna have to take a look back at the old map. Now, let's check the move option. Yeah, we can go to Gariland, Mandalia Plain, or Iagros Castle. We have our party roster here. I keep trying to say potty. Get a potty over here. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Felice. She tried to get the kills, but she just couldn't. Sieran, Syriac, though. He was a true MVP in that battle. Oh, we also have access to Delita. He's a guest party member, though, so that means we can't actually have him come with us. Or we can't actually control him in battle. Arazlam. Careful studying of these works will no doubt shed light on the secret behind the War of the Lions. I will offer my humble assistance whatever is need of your request to discover the truth. I accidentally pressed the circle button because I still think I'm playing Final Fantasy VII. So events, persona. we can equip personas on Ramza. Oh, I kind of see him as more of a the world kind of guy. Oh, personnel or personae, as in like the characters of the game. So we have Ramza, Delita Herald, Duke Larg, Duke Goltana, Ondoria III, Marquis Elmdor, and Master Darlavan, as well as Arazlam Durai, which is the guy we're apparently talking to. This is all information on the characters. Ramza is 16? He's so young, and he's in the middle of a war. Wow, I actually feel really bad for him. Ramza Beowulf, a knight apprentice of the Royal Military Academy of Gariland. House Beowulf has long been a respected military family, and for generations has produced commanders of the Order of the Northern Sky. Born to a different mother than his two elder brothers, Ramza, the great house's youngest son, harbors feelings of inferiority to his true-born siblings. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that's actually a very sad backstory. Delita Herald, age 16. Delita is Ramza's childhood friend and knight apprentice of the Royal Military Academy of Gariland. Born to a farming family in the demesne of House Beowulf, Delita and his sister were taken in by the late Lord Barbaneth after losing both parents to the Black Death. Despite his low birth, he was allowed into the academy at Lord Barbaneth's request. The Black Death, huh? Must have been a plague. I want to know about Lord Barbaneth. Yeah, I guess we can't actually learn more about Barbaneth for now. Oh wait, there's more characters. Oh, there he is, Lord Barbaneth. Tietra, Herald, Master Darlavan, and Arslan. Huh. I could have... Oh, never mind. Yeah, I did read through all these names. Okay, so Darlavon. Age 52. A renowned instructor at the Royal Military Academy, Master Darlavon's lectures are aimed at new recruits. His good temper and clear lectures have won him favor among students, yet he is also known to be a bit long-winded. Yeah, more long-winded than the guy who was housing the tutorials. Oh wait, I think this is the guy who was housing the tutorials. Yeah, it's Master Darlavon! So that's why he was a part of the tutorials. You know what? That's perfect. Even the game knows. He goes on for way too long. Commissioned as Chief Aide de Camp during the 50 Years' War, Master Darlavon served only one tour of duty, giving him very little actual experience. Interesting. I wonder why he did that. Okay, so we haven't really met most of these characters yet, so I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. Events. The Knight's Apprentice. So does this actually show off? Oh, it shows us a recap of the chapter, apparently. Several other Knight's Apprentices and I allow all of us soon to... Oh, I guess this is supposed to be Ramza, actually. Several other Knight Apprentices and I, all of us soon to graduate to the ranks of knighthood, were called together at the Academy Hall. An unsavory band of outlaws known as the Corpse Brigade continues to plunder and loot throughout Galleon, and plans are afoot for the Order to rid the land of these ne'er-do-wells. We Knight Apprentices are charged with providing rearguard support. And we can press the... I didn't mean to press the B button, damn it! Or the B button! So if we press the triangle button, do we see the cutscene? Oh, we actually see the cutscene, yeah! It's the cutscenes of Chapter 1! Can we skip all this? Oh, okay, if we press the select button, then we can just skip through all of it. So in the event that we lose out on story, we can always come back here. Yeah, I like the fact that they have a little bit of a bestiary, here. It's not necessarily bestiary, what is it? A data log, yeah. It's like a ye old data log with characters that we're supposed to know more about. Okay, that's cool. Now, one thing I've been wanting to do... I think this is it, the Warriors Guild. Let's check this place out. Or not? Good day, sir. What type of recruit are you looking for? Here it is. The male soldier, female soldier changed name. I think this is where we can recruit new members into our army. And in order to recruit, we need funds, apparently. Yeah, so we can create a male soldier. How about this one? Oh, okay. And then he gives us a Zodiac. Don't hire. So, okay, let me do that again. What is their Zodiac sign? Yeah, it changes. Okay, so in the event that you want a specific Zodiac sign, you just constantly re-roll for specific characters. Okay. But the question is, how am I going to get funds? Because these guys cost a lot. Although the females cost 100 gold less. Something you have to tell me about that game? Are females valued way lower in Ivalice? Do come again. Let's go to the tavern. Come on in, then. Make yourself welcome. I like the little artwork of Ramza in the background at the tavern. That's actually really cute. So we can do the multiplayer missions, or we can learn some rumors. We can learn some rumors to spread to the rumor mongers. Here's what all the locals have been going on about. The Corpse Brigade. Here's what I've heard. Brigandary is on the rise across the land, and Galleon has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged. High-ranking officials taken at sword point. Most of the incidents of this past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said the only good brigade is a dead brigade. and the Order of the Northern Sky would like not more than to see the brigade made corpses for true, but as yet it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. So this is all just information on the world, I'm guessing. King Ondoria III. The health of King Ondoria III has been a subject of concern since his collapse at the birthday celebration of Prince Ornus. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever has broken, but will yet require several weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Loveria and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. Kind of reminds me of the legend of, I forget the empress's name, but the empress of the, Kingdom of Jin back during the Three Kingdoms era, after the Sima clan had taken rule of Wei, which were originally ruled by the Cao clan. One of the last Sima leaders married the daughter of one of the Sima's greatest vassals. I think her family name was Jia, and I think it was Jia Nandong. Yeah, I think her name was Jia Nandong, and she basically played the role as the empress for a couple of years, maintaining ancient China in a way where there were very few problems that happened and that arise for those couple of years while she was in rule. Unfortunately, it then led to infighting between all the other siblings and family members of the Sima clan, which basically destroyed the entire ecosystem of ancient China. So yeah, it was a good rule at the very least. She was at the very least confident for when she was in power. So the 50 Years' War. This is mentioned in Darlavon's data log, apparently. The half-century of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia King Devon III, and his failure to name a successor, which is very similar to what the Sima clan had to go through in their last couple of years. His cousin, Varroy VI, was next in line for the throne. However, King Denamda II of Ivalice, the uncle of Devon III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. Yeah, this really reeks of Three Kingdoms and ancient China war. I'm actually really digging this. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalian province of Zelmania. Once an independent state, it had been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice had since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, an effort that ultimately failed. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zelmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand in their liberation. So there was infighting mixed with one country betraying the country that they were side with, so that their enemy country can defeat the country that they're currently side with. Okay. After a victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on the Ordalian capital of Virua. As fate would have it, Denamda II succumbed to fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion amongst Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Varroy VI succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the Romanda army's invasion 2 years hence. Romanda, a powerful military state lying across the Rahan Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Varroy VI. a blood relation of the Ramandan nobility. However, the second successor, Denamda the fourth, wait, fourth? What happened to the third one? Was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Ramamda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Ramamda, forced the Ramandian army to withdraw after only 3 years. So they came into the war, but were immediately pushed back due to a combination of the new leader of their what was it called? Ordalia? I think it was Ordalia that they were fighting to take against the combined might of... No, it was Ivalice. Right, okay, they were fighting against Ivalice. Ivalice was in charge of Denamda. Or Denamda was in charge of Ivalice. Okay, I was mixing it up. So Ordalia and Renamda made a truce. Ordalia was taken by... No. Okay, so the first country, Zanamda, I think it started with a Z, gave its consent to be taken by Ordalia, so that Ordalia can use that land in order to overtake Ivalice. But Ivalice managed to fight back after Ordalia's leader died. Or was it Ivalice's leader? No, it was Ivalice. Okay, now I'm getting a bit confused. All right, let's just go through this again. Force the Ramandian army to withdraw after more than 3 years. 2 military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, which is what we're currently part of. Or no, yeah, that is what we're part of. Led by Knight Gallant Barbaneth Beowulf. That must be our father in some way. And that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus Orlando. I know that name. Known as the Thunder God Cid. The Thunder God Cid. I know that name. Orlando. I didn't actually know that Orlando was the Cid. I thought he was a completely different character. After countless victories at home, these two orders had been poised to advance into Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasants' uprising and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own cities, resulting in another stalemate. It was Denamda IV's sudden death by Milady that broke the stalemate. Although some claim he was murdered. His successor, Ondoria III, was ill-suited to the throne and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Without Denamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer, preventing Varroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia. Yeah, Zelmonia was the state that I was thinking of. And advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the northern and southern orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental. And a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to address domestic strife. Or address domestic, yeah. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. Yeah, it was ultimately just, we'll issue peace, but only if you go easy on us. Which actually eerily mirrors what happens at the beginning of Final Fantasy XII. Dalmasca giving away their freedom to Arcadia due to being pushed down in the war, to the point where all of their leaders had succumbed to death. They really had no choice, otherwise they would be stomped out. The economy of Ivalice was brought by the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war efforts. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay. Ooh, very relatable to this day. And entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and the nobility. Oh, so we just straight up got a history lesson on the 50 Years' War, and this is apparently... this apparently happened a long time ago. Our father, or at least our caretaker... No. The guy in charge of the academy who's also stationed to look after the youths was apparently in this war. So that was interesting. Lots of lore dump, apparently. This part is probably going to have to be split into two. What about the outfitters? This is probably our armor shop, isn't it? Greetings, my lord. Whatever you seek, I shall be happy to provide. Yeah, we can buy a bunch of items, weapons, and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to have enough money for those things. Okay. I think I need to look at the party roster. So in order to afford more characters, I think I'm going to have to release a couple of these guys. So let's see. Humphrey. Well, we actually got a decent amount of experience. Everyone got some experience. I don't know why. We can dismiss him. What about his equipment? Let's remove all of it and see what happens when we dismiss him. Dismiss Humphrey. Then I shall go. I pray you do not come to regret your decision. Did that manage to give us more money? No, it gave us... It didn't give us any money at all. Alright, well, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to end the part today because it's been going for way too long. And I did not expect it to go this long. And I am going to do a bit of research involving creating characters. And if I can't get more gil by releasing my characters, I'll probably just have to make a couple of them right now. And then we'll just continue with the plot until we can afford to create more. But until then, this has been an interesting session. We got a lot of stuff done in terms of the tutorial and the chapter 1. And we learned a lot of lore of the world of Ivalice. Apparently there was a 50-year war that happened and took a lot of casualties, not only from the royal family, but also from the citizenry. And it left the entirety of Ivalice in a major debt. This is all very fascinating, and I can't wait to learn more about this world and everything involved with it. So tune in for next time as we continue my blind playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. I am looking forward to this. See ya then.